What's up, everyone? My name is Trey Overlord, or Shay by the way, and I'm here today on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Evolution. I'm going to be discussing more information about Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And since they was talking about this, they were talking about it on the race interview with Dave Vonderhaar and Mark Lamia, in which they mentioned one of the cases, which is called Specialist. And we're going to be discussing about it right now. But before you do, you can go ahead and press the like button, and you can also follow me on Twitter if you just want to make sure you follow along with the conversation or any of my tweets that are regarding the Black Ops 3, or any fun tweets that you want to hear about me as well too. So let's get started. So basically what they were talking about was, well, actually they mentioned 4 specialists so far. There are actually 9 specialists in the game. We're gonna probably see the other 5 revealed sooner or later. I'm not saying at E3, I'm not saying at Gamescom. I said sooner or later. I'm not sure when, but they will tell us, so don't worry. These 4 are Ruin, Seraph, Outrider, and Reaper. Ruin has a weapon, a fierce infantry soldier with gravity spikes, a weapon that creates an area of effect attack, and the overdrive ability as a unique ability which gives them that extra burst of speed. So in this case, it's like for different situations if you're getting tied up or need actual help. Reaper, my fault. Seraph has a unique weapon like the Golden Gun in Destiny, except this is called the High Caliber Revolver, which has penetration rounds. This gun will actually kill an enemy within one hit, and it can puncture through multiple bodies. His ability is Combat Focus. This ability gives Seraph a multiplier to her score so that she can work on building up score streaks. So yeah, score streaks are going to be most useful in this game as well too. I'll explain later. Outrider has a unique weapon called a Sparrow. This is what they call a crossbow, a compound bow with explosive bolts and also variable range as well too, fun for long distance combat and surprising your enemies. Her unique ability as well too has Fission Pulse. This ability sends out a pulse that reveals the location of enemies surrounding the area for a specific period of time. It's like the ping they use in Advanced Warfare, except it's like something a little bit different or kind of the same thing. This could be also in your map as well too, but we have to see and look at it as well. And last but not least, as the final specialist that we know so far will be Reaper. Reaper has the unique weapon called the Psych. This Reaper has the ability, Reaper has the transformation of turning from your arm into a minigun. That's right. It is an arm transformed into a minigun. That means you're able to take out your enemies as well with that minigun. And the ability his ability will be glitch. In this case, you're able to flash back to the position that you were in approximately 6 seconds earlier. Now this is the tricky part. How are you able to do this in multiplayer? Because this is something that is very weird that you're able to do in multiplayer, which it's like online, it's like real time. However, Reaper can only do this 6 seconds earlier. This could be effective in the campaign. We're not sure how you're able to work this out in the multiplayer. So that's when we have to see and find out. Now, those are the 4. Now, how would it work out in the multiplayer? As I said, Dave Vonderhaar and Mark Lamia was discussing, and they wanted to let you guys know how it will work. So, the first question that might come to your head would be like, is it going to be unreliable? Is your score streaks in classes, great classes, could be unreliable for specialists? No, they're not. They made this special system just a little bit more fun. It reminds you like Destiny, but kinda not the same, really. But they really made the streaks in classes like reliable just for you guys if you're trying to go for score streaks or competitive wise or using your weapon. And plus, you also heard what I just said from, I think, Seraph. Yes, Seraph. Because if you use Seraph, you're able to have, it's like using Hardline, except the combat focus ability gives you a multiplier to your score, so that you're able to work up building up score streaks, if I can say. So that'll be like helpful for you guys if you're trying to go for, some real score streaks, if I can just add on as well too. So keep that in mind, if I can say. So moving on, the Pick 10 system and career class will be returning. Pick 10 career class will be possibly returning, and score streaks will be also return as well too. The Treyarch, so that's what they're doing, obviously. You also have like the third eye, like a third option, which yes, obviously you already know specialists. It's like a a third thing to add on in Call of Duty where you see something unfamiliar. You already see the exo suits that's unfamiliar, but now you got the new thing called the specialist where you're able to activate like your weapon, your power weapon, and your power ability. Here's how it works. Before you get into a match, before you play, before you start in, before you eat. Yes, people, before you eat. You're able to jump into battle, and you have to choose one specialist to go in the match. You're able to choose one specialist. You can choose anyone you want. For example, let's say I wanted to choose Reaper, and his unique weapon would be the Psych, which is the minigun, and the ability to glitch. I won't worry about the glitch that much, but I'll worry about the Psych that much. You're able to jump in as him. You're able to have your creative class up, your weapon and streaks up, and you're able to have your ability, just in case if you're wondering if your ability was, you're able to have it out as well too. So, is your ability like simple? No. This is not. This is required to earn. It's like a score streak, but it's like also a supportive score streak as well, and like a cooldown system back in Destiny. So basically, you have to build up energy, like a system, a bar that you're able to get your score streak, your ability or power weapon up, so you're able to use and be able to take on enemies. If you're a good player, or a pub summoner I should say, or a competitive player, then this should be like easy for you to use out in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. If you're not that good, then you have to try to get this thing working, otherwise you're not gonna be getting nowhere with your ability or your weapon. So I'll explain that one just more often sooner or later. Like I said, like a support streak and just time reset. Remember, there are 9 specialists that you choose from, so you don't have to worry about which one sucks or which one's good, which one's not reliable. Specialists also have a possible dialogue, a possible background, a storyline, a background storyline that they have. So that means they could be your friends, colleagues, enemies. Obviously, you already know they're a soldier. They could be like ex-military soldiers as well too. They could be like a mother or father, something to be a little more fun, etc. It could be anyone in their background. It'll probably show some clues over time when you play the multiplayer, when you play as them, one of them, in one of your matches and stuff. So you probably will know like a few more things about them. So now choosing a specialist. You're talking about something that you want to choose from. You can choose a character. I mean, it doesn't matter who. I mean, yes, it's a character. Why is it a character? Because there's like people and cyborgs. Funny, huh? That's very weird. But yes, you can choose a character when you choose a specialist. Actually, you can choose which specialist to choose from. That means you can pick a power weapon or ability. Let me see. You gotta pick a power weapon or an ability. So yes, this is weird, ain't it? Now you have to choose one or the other. That means you're able to choose either or a weapon or ability. You cannot take both. You have to take one or the other. Every specialist has either a weapon or ability. They have one of each so far as we know from Dave Onahar and Mark Onahar. You have to choose which one you want to take before you end up jumping in the match, or should we say jumping in the battlefield. Ain't that funny? The character specialists are unique, so they do not share the same power weapon or power ability. In this case, for example, let's say I wanted to pick Reaper, and his power weapon was Psych, or his power ability was Glitch. And another match, or a few minutes later, I want to pick Seraph, and her weapon is Annihilator. Here's the thing, Reaper and Seraph do not share the same thing. They're completely different. The point of that was saying every specialist will have different ability and different weapons. They will not have the same. They're a compare-contrast system. A compare system. So that means when you pick that one, you're able to choose another one. You're able to choose a different one if you don't like what you like. Obviously, and it's like I'm always saying, maybe they don't feel good or feel less. The viewpoint of the specialist will be like, it won't be about the class, it will be just about the class, the Pick 10 system, and also the score streaks, but also the specialist that you pick as part of the loadout, as well too once you jump into a match. That means you can't just leave the specialist out and you have to pick anyone. Everyone will be using them, and then you're gonna be saying, wait, I'm supposed to choose that one, so you gotta pick them as well. It would not fit the flow if you don't pick a specialist as well. Taking the Pick 10 and the streaks, they are mostly regular. They're the mostly unique thing that you see every day. It's the same thing every day in Call of Duty, anything. Specialist is another thing that add on to your gear. It's like something that you want to equip, something that you want to be to use. But you're probably thinking, are the streaks and Pick 10 gonna be more reliable? No. they're not. They made it non-reliable. I mean, they made it reliable just for you guys. So in this case, you want to use your weapon or your streaks, they made it reliable just for you to use. Like, remember what I said, for example, with, if I'm correct, Seraph, with her ability to use a multiplier so that way you're able to build up your score streaks more often. Yes, this is what they're able to use. Or Ruin, where you're able to have the ability to make sure everything's like fast enough, like sleight of hand. That's like another thing to keep in mind. The point of it was trying to make it fun just for you guys. Or should we say, the point of it was to make it looking more awesome for Monk Lamia? Or should we say, nice from their fun art? Ain't that funny? The more you play with the specialists, the more you progress, level up, increase their detail or development with your specialists as well too. For Daily Fun Heart, I had to put in my different words. It had to be like a fantasy link between both the co-op campaign and the competitive multiplayer that you're able to create from. A puzzle in which who they were, or who they are, and how they would interact with each other. So that's like something that ties in with your, like, you know, spoilers or anything else. That's like something that you would like to enjoy using and find out who they are and like what are they like in real life, if I should say. I mean, it's kind of cool how they put it in like that, and also how you're able to level up. But the difference is if there was going to be a prestige system in the game. I mean, we already know there's specialists. I mean, there's 9 specialists. But the prestige system is going to be like something that we'll have to be interested to find out, because you have the difference between specialists and prestige. I mean, you already know about prestige, but what about specialists? But anyway, guys, my time is up, because I hope this information was kind of helpful for you guys. Because this, for me, I was excited for myself to hear about. But what do you think about the specialists so far? Are they good? Are they reliable? Are you still worried about being class subs, classes, and streaks not being used? Because I can discuss it over and over again in the comment section below, saying it will be reliable. Come on, and that's why they have an ability. But anyway, guys, my name is Sri Overlord, or Shame It Away. I'm gonna be out. In the comment section below, leave your opinions or thoughts. What do you think about it? You can also leave your opinions and stuff on Twitter if you can go ahead and check that out. Link will be in the description below. And if you did enjoy the video, then go ahead and press the like button. Sorry if it was too long for you guys, because I had to discuss like so much specialist details for you guys to be able to understand. And also, if you want to see more Black Ops 3 content on my channel, or actually upcoming Black Ops 3 content on my channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see all you guys later in the next video.